Well, welcome to video 10, Empire Total War, Poland-Lithuania campaign, and this is the battle at the end of the last video that I didn't show, so I put it on replay, and I'm now playing it on the replay, which means that I'm not actually moving any of these men, which is great because you don't hear the donk donk, bang bang, whatever it is whenever I select units, and also it means that I can get really close up and you can see what the chaps really look like. Looking over here, you'll see all the casualties that I've incurred so far. Most of them are trailing onto the battlefield, one or two. I don't know what's going on here, they didn't even seem to get on the battlefield for some reason. Anyhow, there we go, look at all the casualties streaming on, just getting into position in the first place. Look at this lot, all the way along here. Ball going right down the ranks there, making a terrible mess of us. There you go, another couple there. These ball really are playing on us and making a terrible mess. It's taken me a long time to get my armies into position. That's one of the disadvantages of going in with just a horse unit, of course, but I wanted to be able to get back from my attack position on the campaign map back into Brandenburg afterwards, and so I couldn't commit the whole army straight away, so I've had to bring it on piecemeal. The guns came on quite early, but I couldn't put them in position because I didn't want them to be exposed to his horse. He's got a couple of horse units out there. I just didn't want to lose the guns. His horse has sort of moved forward, moved back, moved forward again, all kinds of things. Just for playing with me. Now you'll notice there are no casualties of his horse in front of his own guns. I'm impressed by that. That's a Darthmod upgrade, I'm sure it is, because one time, if he'd have gone in front of his guns when they're firing, he would have had his own men shot down. It does happen with my troops, by the way, because I've seen it happen, but with his troops they're clever enough to be able to stop the guns as they go through, so it doesn't cause damage to his own. So that makes sense to me, and in fact my own gunners should be able to do the same, but that's one of my personal gripes or beefs. He's got line infantry in the centre, guns at each side, defended of course by his horse, so I presume he's not going to commit the horse, but I know now actually, because in reality I'm fighting this in retrospect. I played it last night, so I don't remember it all in full detail, but what I do remember is one horse unit continually coming in and out, and look, they don't fire when they're in front of the guns, so quite impressive. So anyway, here are my troops, all in line, ready to take him on. We've now got the socket bayonet rather than the plug bayonet, which means that we can fire our muskets at the same time as engaging in melee, hand-to-hand combat. We've got square formation now, but we've only got it for our regular line infantry, so we don't have it for the militia troops. So we're still exposed there. But I'm hoping that our bayonets will make a difference if we have a good line formation and he can't find a flank to attack us from. So. Okay, not too sure if you can hear this now. I haven't done such a good sound test on this yet, but you might only be able to hear the sounds of the game now. I'm hoping to demonstrate what it's like when his guns fire in terms of the damage that they cause, because one of the Darthmod upgrades is that, it's called an upgrade, mods, is that you can see bits of bodies flying in the air. I know it sounds a bit gruesome, folks, but hey, it's warfare, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Saw one there go, didn't we? If we watch this part, we might see some more. Can't see anything myself. That's a shame, isn't it? Not that I want casualties on my own men anyway. Look at that, 176 out of 225. We've lost 50 men already, simply from the artillery fire. Now I know he's got a lot of artillery, and on reflection I think I would have been better, you know, when I'd got 5 infantry units advancing those forward with the horse, rather than waiting for everybody to arrive on the battlefield. Okay. Another clever move there. He didn't go too near with this horse, did he? Pulled them back so he didn't get shot at. Now we managed to get in there, didn't we? Now for some reason everything stopped then for a second. Don't quite know what happened there. Maybe it won't do that when we get it on the I wonder what's happening there. I don't know if that's a problem in the recording or whether it's me pausing the game and it's actually showing the pauses in the battle. I really don't know. I might well have been pausing there during the battle thinking, have I got time now to put them in square formation? I'm not too sure. What I do know is that I decided to now he's committed that horse there to send my own horse in support of them, which are one of these horse units here, and then to hinge round on this side here so that we can get some flanking firing against him as well. So I'm hoping to demonstrate that in a moment. I don't know why it's all gone very, very slow. Presumably the CPU is struggling a little. I don't know why, but I hope it's recording this. Anyway, it's all gone quiet. Oh no, flags are moving. Maybe I paused for a long time there. Sorry about that. So, are my horse coming in? Long pause. Well, while he's thinking about that, my own artillery should now be in position. They're over here. They are now giving fire. You see, I've lost more troops here. Look at this cluster of troops. That'll be from one ball firing. So that's taken out, well, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 8 men. You know, and of course he's got 4 guns per battery. Is it 3 or 4? A lot of guns per battery. If he's causing that many hits, then I'm in serious trouble. Okay, let's go and have a look now and see if this movement has actually occurred. I can only blame that on myself and say that it's me pausing in the game. So I was probably watching to see what the casualties were going to be on that unit and whether they cope, because I wasn't too clear about this Darthmod game. So anyway, I threw in my horse. He's already in contact with my infantry. Look at that, I'm 94 out of 159. I think I was watching to see what effect that charge would have on there. So here's the hinge movement now. We're bringing these over so that we can get fire in from there. Bringing them in from this side as well, so that we can shoot at him from this side. And he's postulating with his horse. Now I'm pretty sure they're oh no, they're militia. See again? Now, because I could have an exposed flank, I need to bring across my my horse from over here, which I shall be doing very soon, to neutralise the chance of that attack there on the flank against my militia, because obviously they won't be able to form square yet. Most of his shots, by the way, has been wasted on my pikemen. I say wasted because they're cheap to replace, and they can't fire at anybody anyway. So they're really just a lot of the time just soaking up artillery fire. That's not good, is it? 116 out of 176. So we're not too far away now from, well, we certainly routed that unit. We're beginning to encircle him on this side, or rather outflank him on that side, and we should be able to give fire across here as well. We should soon be engaging this artillery. I think we are already, aren't we? So whether that's from the artillery fire or not, I'm really not too sure. But each battery, oh no, actually I was going to say each battery has 4, but it doesn't. Each battery there has 3, doesn't it? So let's have a look what's going on over the other side. Right, that's one of his artillery pieces. It's obviously been shot by my infantry here. His horse has gone for my flank, but I've engaged him with my own horse before he's been able to contact. So we're clearing those out of the way. Just to support my own horse, I'm bringing some other horse round the back here, but it looks as though my horse have already taken him out. So I'm not going to need that horse unit there, which means that they're broken. I can now chase those away, and I can use my other horse to chase these off the battlefield. These are now exposing a flank. These just do not know what to do with themselves, do they? So they're taking fire from the militia here, and they're taking oh, no, I was going to say taking fire from the pikemen, but they're not. These could well be taking fire. At some point, very soon, these pikemen, I'll realise, will go charging into that flank there, so that will break those as well. So we're not too far off the end of the battle. What's going to happen now is they will be firing from this side into the artillery here, while the artillery are otherwise engaged against the pikemen to the front. The horse over here that I'm pointing at now, way on to the right side, will be used to take out this this artillery that's attempting. Oh, the regiment of horse that's attempting to get out of the way at the moment. I don't think I'll let them get off the field unscathed. I'm pretty sure I'll go chasing those off the battlefield. So it's not been very successful showing this, because it's stopping rather a lot, isn't it? Hey, now what was that? Now that is something I didn't notice during the game. That was grape shot. I had no idea he was firing grape. That's why I lost so many men in this battle. Where is it? Who got hit by the grape then? I just saw grape shot flying through the air then. Now, had I known he'd got grape shot, I certainly would not have had this game plan. I would have taken out that artillery much quicker than that. I was thinking he was only going to fire ball into my line infantry, so he wouldn't be doing a great deal of damage. He's obviously got grape shot that he's firing in from there. Let's have an eye. Let's keep an eye on these and see what these fire then. You know what the general tactics are anyway, so that's ball. Okay, so that there, 12 pounder artillery, that's firing ball. Oh well, you see the flanking action anyway, so that's the horse going straight into the side of the artillery. Of course, there's the flanking action from the infantry. And well, you'll shortly see the horse chasing these away as well. He's chased away from his guns there now from that side. So it's a fairly self-explanatory battle, but look at all this lot killed in their ranks. Now, I didn't see this during the battle, of course, because I was just engaged in moving people around and getting people into the right position. Look at that lot. What I'm doing, by the way, now, as a matter of interest, if you're wondering why my foot are facing the wrong way, or some of them, it's basically because I don't want them firing. I don't want them firing into the units that my flanking units are sorting out. So the general goes in, by the way, from way back. I'm not sure that's the general, it isn't, is it? He's way back on the battlefield somewhere, and I throw him in through the middle as well, just to make sure nobody chases away from the overall battlefield. So anyway, I don't know if that's going to be quite as what's the word? Laggy, I suppose is the best way to describe it. As it has been on here, me showing it, but I think you can get the general gist of how the battle went on. Not a lot of point in showing any more of that, is there really? But it is interesting, I think, looking back and seeing the units and seeing the size of them. I think it's absolutely fascinating. In fact, I have a feeling, you know, that when I go up close like this, there's less chance of it lagging. I think it's only, you know, when I'm viewing the whole battlefield that it starts to lag. That's an interesting idea. So maybe if I just look at the battle more close up in the future, you'll be able to see what's going on. Okay, I know it's not wise to charge horse in and foot against the same target, but I wanted to clear everybody away, and hey, I was having fun. Okay, so that's virtually everybody off the battlefield. There's only one unit there that you can see. Look on the top right map, that little one red unit there. That isn't going to last long. The first horse unit of his gets away, of course. Not with very many men, but some of them do get away. Anyway, I'll get on and show you the results now. Well, I do hope I get to show that battle. It was interesting. Lost a lot of troops though, but still, on the whole, interesting. See if I can get everybody back in here now and then settle the population of Brandenburg. So, oh good, they're on yellow. Excellent. And how much is it going to cost me now to get all these troops back on to full? What's that? Is that 926? I think it is. But anyhow, it's got to be worth doing, I think, at the end of the day. Right, okay, well, that's Brandenburg settled. What I now need to do is build these places up, so let's just put the church in there for now, and then think about what else I'm going to do. I've tagged this onto the end of the last video, so I'm really sort of finishing off from that. So I'm hoping video 10 should be just showing the battle, and then just the upgrade to that. But other than that, I might tag something else on the end of it, you know, like some upgrades to farms and things, but we'll see. Well, I've just recorded the battle. You've seen the results at the beginning of this video. It's all a bit complicated when you're videoing things, but anyway, the point is that I've recorded the battle, recorded a bit of footage after that, and I've realised that I've got a little bit more time, so I can fill up a video. I've only got about 15 minutes so far of this filled up, so another 5 would just kill it off really nicely for me. So let me just do 1 or 2 upgrades in here. I think it's this one is the one that I've neglected, that I haven't upgraded yet, just as well, because this area, I think that's the right one, isn't it? It's going to be the hardest one to settle. That's the Brandenburg one, isn't it? So it's just as well, really, that that's going to take a long time to get that one upgraded. So what I need to do now really is upgrade all the farms, because I'm already upgrading the one of the barracks, which is what I need. I've been warned about the economy. Of course I need to improve the economic buildings, of course I need to improve those, but it's a little bit more important for me at the moment to build up a basic farming economy. Oh, that won't work. To make sure everybody's fed properly and the populations are happy, that's the main thing. I don't seem to be able to afford another one. That's only 700. It's because I'm... Ah, there's another one. Let's go. Oh, that's 900 and something left. I might, if I can find another one of those. Oh, there's one. That's good. 415. I'm not going to be able to do anything with that one, I'm afraid. So, if I can just maybe... What can I do? Maybe... Where are we? Repair or replenish, whatever you want to call it, some of the troops in these places. That might be a good idea as well. General I'm not too worried about. Might just do those. Yep. Okay, well there's a few more done anyway, isn't it? That's the main thing. So if anything happens down there, we're ready for it. I don't think I've got anything else that... There are bound to be pockets of places where I need to replenish troops, but the main thing is that I've got the money spent and I've filled up my sort of, say, 20 minutes of this video. That's the most important thing to me. Actually, while I'm here though, I'm not really sure I need that agent in there. I think I need to have him perhaps somewhere else. I could do with him really getting rid of anybody that might be trying to convert the population or anything, so I can't see anybody attempting to do that, not in the local vicinity anyway. So I know I was going to say there's him, but that's an Austrian territory anyway, so I think they're converting them to Catholicism anyway, aren't they, the Austrians? So I'm not at all worried about that one. What's he doing in my territory? He's a gentleman. He could be stealing research. We're at peace with them at the moment. Where's he going in my territory? I might have to keep an eye on him. Okay, let's get the gentleman perhaps then out of Brandenburg, because I don't need him in there. That one, that's a Saxon one, isn't it? Okay, maybe I should trade research with Saxony, you know. That might be a good idea. Let's just have a quick look at that one while I'm here. Damn, don't waste all your time, hey? Saxony, where are you? I didn't realise Saxony would have a university. Open negotiations. Hey, I could trade with them as well. Trade agreement. And what they've got carbines. That's all they've got, isn't it? I don't need carbines. So I'll have it anyway for a trade agreement. Let's see. Regrettable, right, unacceptable. Okay, well let's go for a trade agreement then while we're there. Come on, where are you? Saxony. Open negotiations. Trade agreement. They should agree to that, shouldn't they? Can't agree to that. They're a protectorate, for goodness sake. That's ridiculous. What about Hanover? That is ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, they haven't got any technology. Trade agreement. A satisfactory result. Well, that's peculiar, isn't it? Maybe in this, because you're getting half their income, it won't let you do it. It made sense to me that before, but it still allowed me to do it with some nations. So, okay, so a little bit more trade anyway for the future. So it's worth doing, worth thinking about, wasn't it? You never know your luck, do you? I feel a bit hoarse today, actually. I don't know why. Haven't had a lot to drink today, and it's been quite warm, so maybe that's the problem. Not too sure. Anyway, I think that must be about all the time gone now. Have I got time just to do a turn end? See what happens? I'm not sure. I can't buy anything else anyway, can I? So, and this place should now be settled. Yes, it is. So, I think it's just going to be a turn. Let's see if I can sneak a turn end on the end of this video. That would be good, wouldn't it? Good grief, things are moving slowly. Let's speed this up a bit. There we go. Got to keep an eye out for that gentleman as well from Denmark. See where he's going. I bet he's going straight for one of my universities to steal research, you know. That's one thing I haven't done a lot of in there. Well, I haven't done any in this campaign yet, but I think it was as the United Provinces I stole a lot of research. It was quite hard for me to build research institutions, university colleges, schools, etc. because I don't know, it's the kind of land that you're given in the first place. I think it's quite difficult for me to do it. Okay. Right, this time we should get one of the land technologies as well. Is it common land enclosures or something like that? So we should get higher income from the farms as well. I'm building or upgrading the church as well, so where's that? Oh, it's a Russian place. Good, the Swedes and the Russians are preoccupied with one another, so I can't complain about that. Yeah, so if the church in Brandenburg is built, that might settle the population a little more as well and free up some troops in there. Other than that, I might have to build a barracks in there and get some better troops, you know, some dragoons perhaps, who might settle the population a little quicker. All I need is a few lots of dragoons in there to settle it, and then it'll build its own garrison, won't it? These garrisons seem very impressive, so... At the moment I'm preventing a garrison from forming, because I've got so many troops in there. Right, military technology improved grenades. Yep, very good. That leads on to exploding shells. Now exploding shells is an important one, because it gives me something else. What is it? Howitzers or something? Where am I going now? Yeah, let's go on to here, and I think this, let's have a look. Come on, show me. It's not going to show me, is it? Okay. That allows me to have howitzers, but I need exploding shells in order to get that. But 5 turns for that, so not sure it's worth. This I want, because I get the improved trading port. This, I think I want more. The socket bayonet, I want more than I want the exploding shells. So, for now, let's go for that. In fact, it's a bit disappointing because I'm going to get the socket bayonet before the fire by rank. I really wanted to do that another way round, but hey ho. This university might well be upgrading soon anyway, so let's just go and have a look at that. See how far off it is. 2. It's only 2 turns away, so that will speed up the rate at which oh no, it's this one. Hang on a minute. When's this one upgrading? Ah, where am I going? There. Magdeburg. Oh, 4 turns. Which means my fire by rank is going to be slower than I want it to be. Dare I risk swapping these around so I get fire by rank before? Last time I went back to square one, didn't I? I did say I'd trial it though, didn't I? See what happened. Let's see what happens if I go for... Tells me socket bayonet would take 5 with them, doesn't it? And on here it would take 7 by those. That one would take 7 and 5 as well. I think it's just showing me what it can do. You see, these can do... They'll do that in 4. These will do that in 6. And these will do that in 5. Yeah, so the other one's just showing me the green, isn't it? Right, okay, let's assume... Okay, that's a military technology. So this university here would research that in 4, whereas this one would research it in 6. So this university that's doing my fire by rank... it's the right one, isn't it? Cadence mark, that would be 6. That takes longer than that one. No, so this one here should be doing my fire by rank, shouldn't it? Dare I risk it? Yep, I'm going to risk it. So I want this one to do fire by rank. Excellent. 5 turns. And this one to do socket bayonet. That's going to be 8 turns. I'm not sure if that was a wise thing to do, but I can't remember what it was going to do it in now. Was it 7 or something? I'm not too sure, but anyhow, the main thing is I'm going to get my fire by rank before I get my socket bayonet. That is important to me, and of course I need this as well. Anyway, I'm going to do my usual thing and go over time, aren't I now? How stupid is that?